He didn't even say anything bad. ABC just got scared about the threat of their broadcasting license being revoked. Well, ABC don't got a spine, so that's not surprising.
With the MAGA gang desperately trying to
MAGA gang.
characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years.
You know the worst thing about this world, or at least the worst thing about broadcasting, like, no matter what way you deliver the God-honest truth, as sensitive as they say the left is, as horrible and as batshit crazy, as emotionally unstable as they claim liberals may be or progressives, the second you just reveal what is honest, like there's not even a punchline or a joke here. It's just, hey, you know what your man's just said about your other man's? Look at this. He don't give a fuck. Why you expect me to? If the man whose cock was so deeply like engulfed into Charlie Kirk's throat doesn't care about him, why do you expect niggas that like completely oppose him politically and everything that he stood for, human rights wise, to feel bad if the guy he's like so strongly sought after throughout his entire career damn near doesn't give a fuck? I don't get that. I truly don't understand.
And I'll bust that nigga. It's going down in here with
There's not even a joke here. Where's the joke? Show me the joke.
And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at
That's just
the fourth
honesty.
stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a...
Okay, it's out of context. There's obviously something out of context. Because that can't be it. That's not 57 seconds worth of suspension, right? There's got to be more. There has to be more. There's no way that that's it. There's not more. I don't understand. Indefinitely suspending Jimmy Kimmel's talk show from airing after his comments about Charlie Kirk. Keep in mind, he didn't even say anything about Charlie Kirk just now. Again, I'm hoping that there's more like context to the clip that I was just shown. But quite literally, he didn't say anything defamatory or even bad as he could have about Charlie Kirk. All he said was, Trump don't give a fuck about this nigga, which he don't. If this is it, this is why you're getting your show suspended.
It's going down in here with the money team.
And they get to call everybody else sensitive and too emotional. Are you serious? Felipe, I appreciate you with the gift, and Mrs. Stefano, you know what I'm saying, with the 24 months. This is nuts. This is a level of censorship that shouldn't even be possible. I don't know if anybody has the article where Trump is attempting to remove. I had a screenshot of it, man. I was reading it the other day and I forgot. I don't want to misquote it, but there's an attempt very obviously to remove articles of history from textbooks and also from like museums and from places where you would generally learn about history. And I don't know if this is all just an attempt to like take away power from the very harmful things that have been done to minorities in this country before. And just to pretend like, oh, they can just at some point in the future be like, oh no, that never happened. There's just so much shit that this individual is able to exercise as the political figure with like the quote unquote most power in the country, and like nobody on that side is paying attention to it. They don't even care. Didn't he threaten to take away funding for New York if if that mayor was elected, he's doing anything. I never unironically in my life considered leaving this country before, and that does not mean that I think it'll be so significantly better so many other places. I don't know. Like I feel like you're already dealing with, you know what I'm saying, an idiot in office, an idiot that is an extremely powerful position that is empowering other idiots, and these idiots don't realize how much they have in common with you. That's what kills me. It's like, bro, you got more in common with me than you do with him. He don't even fuck with you, and you don't think, you're not even looking at it. I'll drop all the N-word criticisms, all the bad tweets you've got, anything insensitive that you said, anything. Let's wipe your whole history clean.
Sean,
you can come to this side. You can come over to the common sense side.
This show is pure blasphemy. Where would you go outside the United States to live?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far. I just be wanting to be like, bro, I'm not your enemy. I'm not your enemy, bro. He is. He is fundamentally against everything that doesn't support his bottom line. And that is not the average American. What are you saying? It's not even but we've been cooked, like I said. I don't want to be a doomer and act like because of this recent shit that now we're cooked. We've been cooked. And now you're seeing a result of what intolerance looks like. They've claimed that the left is intolerant to everything and everyone for years now. Now we have a clip of probably the most tame thing you could ever hear, and a comedian gets his show, talk show host more so, gets his show completely removed indefinitely when nothing was said outside of a Trump quote. A clip from Trump himself. There wasn't even a joke made. No disrespect towards Charlie Kirk. Nothing said about his wife and kids, his family, his death. Nothing. How quickly they turn into everything that they criticize people for. And they'll act like they're not doing it. They're in real time trying to portray people like, bro, I swear to God, like, how are they still openly doing shit like this in an era where people have access to all the information about a person? How are they doing? How are they still attempting it, knowing that it's gonna work on one side? That shit's crazy to me. Well, wait, what we have signed on to, painful as it may be at times, is the freeing agreement to disagree. Shame on those in the government who forget this founding truth. As for our employers, our words have made you rich. Silencing us impoverishes the whole world. The WGA stands with Jimmy Kimmel and his writers. I mean, that's cool, bro. That's cool, but like, can y'all like put y'all foot in these niggas or something like that? Can we do more, or is this the best we can do? You know, I think enough people can see what's happening here and realize like the lack of severity in what it is that Jimmy Kimmel actually said, and actually like come together and be like, you know what, we all got it. Like at this point we have to. It's not necessarily a like whether or not I like Jimmy Kimmel. It's more of they're actively censoring, you know, your ability to speak freely at all. Like it's a blatant and disgusting use of censorship, and you have to, you know, fight against it. And an attempt to rewrite history and change the narrative for somebody that very clearly stood for one particular thing only. That is absolutely disgusting. Not only to censor one writer and then, well, to censor a team or a group of writers, and then to come back with your own message that wasn't even true in any regard. To try to portray him in a light that can only be consumed as positive because you want the image of him to be positive. Like, nah. They actually all have to come together on this one. They do. Doesn't this happen? Whatever party isn't in charge, there's nobody winning. Left does it to the right when they're in power. Right is doing it. No, when? This has literally never happened. And that'd be the thing to be killing me, because you have people that have the information and then they're telling people, nah, that doesn't happen. And then you get to go just walk around and be like, yeah, nah, but both sides doing it. That's not true. That is not true. Like, it's okay to try to see all sides and all perspectives, bro, but like, you can't always be straddling the fence. You can't always be in the middle. Sometimes there is a right and sometimes there is a wrong. And you will have to identify which side that you fall on. You're not going to be able to go through life, your entire life, not having conflict with people. This obsession with trying to understand every single avenue or every single perspective just is not realistic. You're not going to have people that are going to just let you go through life and be in the middle your entire life, bro. That's not how it works. That's not what being an adult is. You're going to have to make a decision. To be a fence sitter is to be a coward your entire life. There's room to understand perspectives and room to understand and hear dialogue and shit like that, but you can't just straddle this shit the whole time and just watch the war happen beneath you and be like, oh yeah, nah, I see where y'all coming from though. Like, what are you talking about? No, this has not happened.